The use of second-hand or alternative/aftermarket parts has been debated for as long as I can recall, and still is this a burning topic for most people. Now let me start off by saying that each insurance company has its own guidelines and approach to this, although for the majority is the modus operandi the same. So let me start off by saying yes, if your vehicle is involved in an accident, out of warranty and require new parts, may your insurance company consider using alternative, aftermarkets and or second-hand parts. Up until the implementation of the Competition Commission's Right to Repair guidelines, implemented on 1 July 2021, was the general guidelines within most insurance companies as follows. If a vehicle is still under warranty, would the insurer replace all parts with original equipment manufacturer parts, also known as OEM parts? In other words, the vehicle manufacturer's original parts. Once your vehicle is out of warranty, would your insurance company have had the option of considering using alternative parts and or second-hand parts? Please note we discussed the use of alternative glass in a separate video, and thus is this video specific to vehicle parts. So let us just unpack second-hand versus alternative parts. Second-hand parts suggest that the vehicle's part was obtained from another vehicle of similar make, year and model that is of good quality. This therefore suggests that it is an original manufacturer part, but second-hand in nature. The only way to explain this is imagine a vehicle's engine seizes. The vehicle is deemed uneconomical to be repaired and thus written off. The right front door is in pristine condition and matches your vehicle's make and model. So the question is, what is wrong with using that door in repairing your vehicle? If your vehicle is out of warranty, does it generally suggest the vehicle is older than 5 years and thus was your own door no longer brand new? The insurer's contractual obligation is putting you back in the same position you were prior to the loss. So replacing your right front door with a similar make, model and year is exactly that. Alternative or aftermarket parts are new parts that are equal in quality, with most insurers only using AAA parts, suggesting it is of the highest quality and standard. The difference is it is not produced and sold by the OEM. You do get some shoddy alternative parts, but I can assure you, considering the insurer is responsible for the repairs and warranties of the workmanship, will any insurer using less superior parts quickly realize that the cost of complaints and rectification work far outweighs the saving. Now, to try and compare industries, you might argue is not the same, but I believe there is certainly some correlation and will thus risk making the analogy. Generic medicine is nothing new to most of us. And for most of us, going to the pharmacy, we are offered the generic medicine. And the question we ask, does it do the same thing? If your pharmacist says yes, they do, then we will gladly go with the alternative medicine. But for some reason, we don't view it in the same lights when we talk about our vehicles. A basic Google search suggests that the difference in price between an OEM part and an aftermarket part is more than 60%. Now, this is an important aspect of your insurance contract. It suggests that your behavior and action should always reflect that of a person that does not have insurance. So the question is, if your vehicle is out of warranty, where do you service it and why? If you service it elsewhere, is it most likely because it is more affordable and your service provider does just as good a job? If this same service provider you trust tells you a part needs replacements and gives you a quote for an OEM part for $8,000 and the aftermarket price at $5,000, what is your follow-up question? What is the difference? So if he says nothing, would the majority of us go with the aftermarket part? Now, since the implementation of the Competition Commission Right to Repair guidelines, does it in actual fact promote the use of alternative parts? So I'm absolutely dumbstruck in noticing articles wherein people are still disillusioned about the use of alternative and or second-hand parts. This is a two-part series, so do watch out for the follow-up video concluding the discussion on alternative and second-hand parts. Thanks for watching.